then we pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, I'm ExtrmWill. This is my tech channel. Let's get into what we're working on right now. So, right now I have 10 machines on Salad and I have 20 machines on Warthog. So let's get into kind of how I broke that down, what I'm making. I think the way I'm doing this right now is really good for right now because we still have like another 2 days, I want to say. It might be 3 days. I'm not sure. Maybe I think it's 2 days. Maybe like 48 hours or so left, where you can dual mine. What's the best way to show this? Where I'm using Jellyfish network to dual mine-ish. Well, they're paying you if you use the Jellyfish pool. They're paying you 1,000 jellyfish for every warthog you mine right now for like another 2 days. So I think for right now it's really good to be doing. Afterwards I'm going to have to do some breaking down of what machines are actually optimized for this and what machines aren't optimized for this. But right now I have 10 machines on Salad. And with mostly it's the 340-90s that are really doing all of the weight right now. So in the last 24 hours I still made $20. I don't think if I had all 30 machines on here, I would have made that much more than the $20. I think I'd have probably made like $25. All I can do, though, really is kind of like guess on that. Because when we look at the demand page right now, this looks really bad. That is no bueno. Is it 3090 still in there? Yeah, 3090 is still in here and very low demand. I don't know what happened with the 3090 where all of a sudden it went from being like the second best to the best card you could have for Salad to just not doing anything anymore. This happened a couple days ago. It just dropped and fell completely off. But I mean, like every card I would suggest running on Salad looks like it just all fell off. I don't know what is going on with Salad right now. I don't know if they got hurt that heavily by the new Chinese IA that came out. I mean, you could still be running all of this to run that AI, so I don't fully know and understand what happened here where it just looks like everything with Salad just completely fell off, where there's just no demand for anything other than the 4090. 4090 right now is high demand, so I mean, if you did drastically overpay for a 4090 and are looking for something to do with it, Salad I think is still the best thing to do. So, but yeah, it looks like on my 10 cards, still barely managing to pull in about $20 a day. If we look at the last 7 days, so we can see it was 19.83 yesterday, 22.78 day before that, and then this day here I made almost $30. This is when I started to switch everything over. I think I had only probably switched like 5 machines that weren't working on the 31st. And then on February 1st, I went through and I shifted. If I did 5 machines here, then I shifted all the way through till I had 20 machines that weren't working. So here for the second, I literally only had 10 machines on Salad, and they don't all necessarily even have jobs anymore. So it definitely gets a little bit interesting here. So it's let's see. So here I started pulling machines. No, the 31st I started switching to pull machines off to put onto Warthog because it looked like it just all started falling way down. Back here somewhere they had the 1.7 terrible update that I wasn't here for. I was gone. I was out on vacation, so I didn't do 1.7.7, which is why I think I did have a couple really good days in here, while everyone was still on the version that didn't work. I was on version 1.7.6, so I think I was actually getting all of the work, and that was really nice. And then it just seems like they have not recovered well from that 1.7.7 update at all. It looks like they angered a lot of customers. Because again, we just look in here. There is not demand in here for anything right now. It looks like they did not have a good time to do it. I don't know if something with DeepSeek mixed with them just putting out a terrible update. Like they just lost all the customers. Hopefully they can come back. Salad's been good at getting everything to work out, so hopefully they'll figure out something to get it to work out, because otherwise this is going to get interesting going forward. If not, what I'm doing right now, here are the 20 rigs on mining Warthog on the Jellyfish network. So I have all the names in here. Some of these you can see are doing all right. Like, see, this one's doing over 400. This one here, I knew this one was going to do really good. This one's doing 541 mega hash. This is probably the one I figured would probably do the best. I don't have Skynet in here. Skynet is still over on Salad. I kind of wanted to get Skynet onto Warthog, but it was active in a job, so I let it keep running Salad, because everything on Salad is making significantly more. Each of these machines right now are burning probably twice the electricity to be making half. I mean, they could, some of these are probably, could even be burning 3 times the electricity right now to be making half what they would be making on Salad. So, like, my profit margins on these right now are pretty terrible. I'm kind of hoping that I'm making enough in Warthog look like to just cover the electric, and then the actual profitability right now is just in the Jellyfish. So as you can see, I made 37 Warthog. So because we're on a times 1,000, so I've gotten 36,000 Jellyfish. So in the last 2 days, I think I've actually profited about $15. Is my very rough estimate. Anyone wants to check the math on it, you know, depending on your electric rate, it could vary wildly. But as best as I can tell, because the ones that I am running on this, the majority of all my my cards with 8 gigabytes of VRAM, those are all on the meter, and it looks like that meter's, no, I'm using almost 3 times the electric. Yeah, 3 times the electric, not 2, almost 3 times the electric, because it should be, normally it's at about 4 amps, I think. I want to say something like that, about 4 amps. And that one now is up at like 10 amps. So it's the 2.5 times the electric, 2.5 to 3 times. It's yeah, it is eating some electric. So it's definitely not, like, my margins are nowhere near as good as they are for Salad. But I do think right now, I think the Jellyfish and the Warthog are both valued at about half what I think they really are. So I'm not planning on selling anything I'm mining right now. I plan on just sitting on it for a while. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's anything in here really to go through other than that. I got about 6 gigahash on Warthog. Do I have that up here in the calculator? We bring that over. This is an old calculator. Let's see if I refresh this here with the current price. Oop. I just turned it all off. So if I say I'm about 6 gigahash, yikes! Oh, it's already dropped. That's dropped quite a bit from where it was at 2 days ago when I did this. 2 days ago, I think it said I was still making about $10 a day in USD when I started. So I am not making enough right now in Warthog or Jellyfish to cover my electric. But I'm spec mining these. I plan on just sitting on both of them. I do think Warthog technically is valued at about, in my mind, I think Warthog's worth about $1 a coin. From a trading aspect, I don't think it would be a good investment right now to buy Warthog at, what does it say? It's at 45 cents. At 45 cents, if you think it's worth $1, because that's only going to 2x. So, I mean, I think there's other things that you can find when you think it's likely to like 10x where it's currently at. I mean, I think Bitcoin right now might be, I think I might have more faith in Bitcoin 3xing or 4xing than I do right now in Warthog 2xing. So, from a trading aspect, I don't think it's at the point where I'd really value buying it to try to day trade it. But I do think right now, though, on the other hand, the Jellyfish is at 0.004. This might be worth trying to day trade at this kind of price to pick it up to get more. This isn't financial advice. This is just kind of one of those things that I think that I'm seeing. This might almost be worth trying to pick up a bunch of while it's real cheap right now, because this looks like the dip. I think Brandon Coyne and them, they're doing a ton of work to try to make this stuff more relevant. So I do think this does look like the dip for this. And when I check stuff later, I might go and pick up a big chunk of it right now. Well, it does look like it is really cheap. I think off the initial buy, I did really good off the initial buy. So I would still be up significantly, even if I spend $100 buying more and it goes to zero. So, but it's one that I think not too bad. Could be good to do for all that. So if we look at this right now, for the 10 machines I have that are still doing salad, because that's what I think most of you are coming here for, is to look at the salad content. So I have the 34090s. Skynet, unfortunately, I really wanted to pull Skynet over to the Warthog because it's on the AMD Threadripper. I think this machine would crush it over there. But it was in a job, and I wasn't going to end a salad job to go make less right now on Warthog. To try to, everything on salad right now is being significantly profitable for me, whereas everything on Warthog right now, I don't even think right now it's actually breaking even. If I sold today, I'm going to hold on to the Warthog and the Jellyfish until it gets far more profitable. But let's see. And then I have the two 4070 Ti's. They were both active in jobs. I think they might both be active in jobs right now. So that's why they didn't go. Two of the 4060 Ti's are still here. And then we get into the 8GB cards. I think I just have one 3060 Ti and one 3070. I might switch these over to Warthog and switch two of the ones I have on Warthog back over to salad. I think my... I want to say one of the ones I have an i5. See, we're the really bad ones. I'm not sure right offhand which one this is. This 100 here. This is... Yeah, this is probably a 6-core, and I want to say this is a 3-core, 4-core. So I may switch this 4-core and this 6-core back, because I think those are like by far my worst two, and like they're just not making anything. But I don't remember which one. How many is this? It's an 8-core. Yeah, so this right here would absolutely crush it right now. over on Warthog. Whereas like this one's not doing good. This one here is the one that's really not doing good. I don't know why this one is ranking so poorly on Warthog compared to everything else I have over there. This one seems like it's still doing about 100 less than it should be doing. So I may switch this one back to salad and throw this 8-core Xeon, which this thing may do like 400 over there. May do like 400. mega hash. So yeah, but that's kind of where we're at. So let's get in. Let's check on, see what these are all doing on salad, because this is what the primary of this channel right now is kind of doing. Do this Intel Xeon 20 cores, 128 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4090. It's doing 22.20 cents per day, which let's see if I have that up in here. That should be 22 cents. Somewhere a little over $5 a day. I think I have 22.6 is $5.42. I'm going to say this is probably like $5.20 a day. So that's not too bad. Definitely much better than we're doing on Warthog. This next one here, nice. This one was not running a job a couple minutes ago. So it is nice to see 20 cores, 128 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4090. This is doing, let's calculate this all out actually. So 0.208 times 24. So this says it's doing $4.92 per day right now on salad. Let's see here. I think I have the Warthog calculator. Let's see if we can find this in here. So let's go RTX 4090. And then what am I on? An Intel Xeon. Oh, do they not have the Xeons in here? Oh, I thought they had more of these in here. U5 2360. Oh, these are way better than 2560. Huh. I don't know where I find my... I guess I don't have it available for me in here. I thought they had more of these in here. They might have had more of these in here originally, and then they're like, nobody's really using them because they're not profitable enough. I was running it before. I did try running it. Yeah, I don't know if I have that available right now. I want to say it was pulling about 1 gigahash. I can do that. I'm not find it exactly on the calculator. So yeah, on... Ouch. So if I were to do it right now, because it's not the best processor to be running on this. So if I were to be doing it right now, it would be doing about $1.20 a day. And I think it'd be burning like almost $3 a day in electric or something like that. It's something crazy. So yeah, just way, way better in comparison to be running it on Salad right now than to be running it over there on Warthog. If we go to the last one here, 20 cores, 120 gigabytes, RTX 4090 is doing 25.9 cents per hour, which should be a $6.20 per day. Let's go to the next one. AMD Threadripper. I may be able to throw this one over there and throw one of the other 3090s back over here on the Salad right now if this one looks like it's not running, which I might actually do because I think this thing might just crush it over on Salad. This Threadripper should do really, really good. Do they have the Threadripper over here on the calculator? No, because not enough people have them. Oh, yeah, can't use the calculator for this either. This calculator is kind of cool and kind of useless all at the same time. Yeah, I'd imagine this should do pretty decent over there. This might actually be the the best earning machine I think I could put on it. So let me try that. We'll see here. I don't know what time my wife needs me to get up and go start doing stuff with her, but I'll go ask her. But I may try to throw this one over on to Warthog for 2 days and throw one of the other 3090s back over here onto salad. Because the 3090 right now in salad is down here in super low priority, so not likely to pick any work up. So we go to the next one here, Intel 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070 Ti. This one's doing 5.5 cents per hour, which would be $1.30 per day. This next one, 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070 Ti. It's currently doing 5.5 cents per hour, which is $1.30 per day. This next one, Intel 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. Let's see here. I think it's actually doing more than this. Let's bring up PowerShell. Windows PowerShell. I'm going to run it as administrator. You don't have to run it as administrator. You can run it as something else. And let's see. What does this say right now? This says I have no idea. Because it's still giving me way too many different prices in there. So I guess we're just going to have to take what it says right now, because it already says it's making more. It's when we came in, it said it was at 14 cents. This is your average for the last 5 minutes. Sort of like just recently picked this job up. So it's actually making more than this. Now it says it's making more. So if we go point, it's probably at like 20 cents per day. Times 24. So that would be, right now it's saying it's at $4.32. We say it's at like 0.20 cents per hour times that. So it's probably actually doing about a $5 a day job, which is really, really nice. That is making almost as much as the 4090s, what the 4060 Ti's used to do, which is why 4060 Ti's were really nice for salad. So, yeah, this one's definitely doing a really good job. Definitely helping carry it. So I don't need to have all those other machines that, you know, right now I don't think are even going to be finding anything up over here running. Now, this next one, 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. This one's only doing 5.5 cents per hour. It's $1.30 per day. Not as nice, but still really profitable. This thing's not taking a lot of electricity, so. Let's go to the next one. Here we got i7, 8 cores, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti. Because this is on this, I may want to switch this one over to run on Warthog right now too, and switch one of the other ones back. Just because that i7 with this should do like 350 mega hash over there, I want to say. So that wouldn't be too bad compared to some of the stuff I have running. I mean, I think my 3090s over there are probably taking, 2 to 3 times the electric this is going to take. And they're only getting like 50 more mega hash than this will make. So maybe 100 more mega hash than this will make. This might be at 300. I do have the one 3090 over there is at 400. So, I mean, it's pretty much, for Warthog, it really is all your processor. Like, your graphics card barely matters at all. I mean, you could probably run some really, really old GPUs on Warthog if you're running older CPUs like I am. Every single CPU, every single GPU I am running on Warthog right now is being bottlenecked by the GPU. I don't have anything that's even remotely close to not being bottlenecked by the CPU. So, yeah, because I think even if you have like, I don't want to speak out of place, but yeah, you need a lot of really, really strong CPUs. So like Warthog really is like more optimized for if you were doing CPU mining to convert your CPU mining over than if you were doing GPU mining. Now, if you were doing CPU mining and GPU mining, you could be just crushing it at Warthog right now. But I mean, mostly like older GPUs will be fine. The most energy efficient GPUs you can find are probably your best way to go about it. Ooh, this one just picked up a nice job. That just jumped up quite a bit because we were at nothing. And now it's saying if it's at 0.8 cents, that's already more than 5.5 cents. So this is probably doing what is that next one? 10.9, so it's probably doing $2.62 a day. It might be doing that 0.8. 0.8 would still be like $2 a day almost. So this one definitely just picked up a really nice job. So never mind. Maybe it won't go anywhere. It'll stay here on salad and make way more money instead of spec mining. Let's see this last one here. Yeah, let's say I'll probably throw this one over on Warthog and throw one of the other ones that's not producing on Warthog back over to here, back over to salad. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I think we've got, unfortunately, it's February 3rd. If you watch this after February 5th, not necessarily going to be all I could. Ooh, wow. What are we making right now? So we're up to, right now, it's at 25.9 cents on those 10 machines. So those 10 machines right now, theoretically, could be making me like $25 to $26 if those jobs all hold out and those are longer jobs. So, I mean, if I make $26 on 10 machines, and then I've got all the rest of, I have 20 machine spec mining right now, I think I'm doing pretty good with my equipment. The big thing right now is like the electric costs, so this is not sustainable. Because normally I'm using about $10 a day in electric. I might be up at like $20 to $25 a day in electric right now, which means I'm probably just getting murdered. Absolutely murdered. It would, man. I guess it depends, because that spec mining could be worth all that extra electricity, but if it winds up not being worth that extra electricity, then I get just crushed, because I'm probably, instead of netting $10 right now, I think I'm not selling, so I don't know. It's a rough spot to be in. A rougher spot to be in. But it is a way to live. So we'll see how this goes. I do like Warthog. I have a lot of faith and belief in Warthog. I think right now it is probably the only mineable coin I think I would actually mine. I think the barrier to entry to mine it is so difficult because you need a really good CPU. You just need a modest GPU. You don't need anything exciting. I mean, I'm pretty sure right now with most of what I'm using, I think even if I was using like old 10 series cards, if I had a bunch of like 1060 Ti's, I could imagine they would probably be doing just as well right now as everything else I have in here. Like, where is this right here? I imagine if I were to throw a bunch of 1060 Ti's in all of these, I don't think I would see a drop-off in any of these because they're all just being bottlenecked by the CPU. None of these are being bottlenecked by the GPU. It's all just CPU bound. So I'd imagine if I just threw a bunch of like 1060 Ti's in there, I could probably save a ton of electricity and still be doing really, really good. I just don't have any like 1080 Ti's. 1660 Ti's is what I'm thinking of. 1080 Ti would probably be more power draw. That would be a terrible choice. 1660 Ti or 1660 Super would be taking almost no electricity and would probably be a much better choice. But I'm not going to go buy 1660 Supers to run this on. I'm going to run what I have, and I'm going to make it so I can easily try to swap them back and forth between the two different things. Everything right now too for Warthog, you only need like 8 gigabytes of memory. So you only need like one stick. You know, I don't need the 64 or 96 like I'm running on half these, but I'm not going to switch my memory around yet, I think, unless I start looking that I have machines that I'm specifically setting up just to keep on Warthog from now on. So we'll see how this goes going forward, but right now this is what I'm doing for at least the next 2 days. I wanted to get an update out here just so you guys can kind of see, like, 'cause there's still 2 days left. I wasn't able to get on at the beginning of Jellyfish's whole thing here to give the 1,000 times boost here. I was on vacation, so as soon as I got back, I got on it as quickly as I could. They have some other interesting things going on with their multiplier, what they're going to do. Once this is done, the multiplier goes to ×1, So it's not going to be as good, but they're going to pick a random day during the week to have a random multiplier. So I don't know how they're going to pick that yet. I think they said they're going to do it in their live stream they do on Thursdays. And then they'll pick a random day during the week, and that random day will get a random multiplier, and they're going to do so that they'll pick a random day like, you know, Saturday through Sunday or something, and Sunday through Sunday, you know, some random day during the week, and then that day will have either a times 100 or a times 1,000 multiplier you'll get, which I think they're just paying for this out of like the pool fee. So it's a pretty good way to get your thing up and started and running. That seems like a really good idea. Because I mean, I would, if I do mine everything now, I have everything set up to mine on theirs. So I'm going to mine on theirs instead of mining on like hero miners who I would have been using before. So I have pretty good faith too. I don't think Brandon's about to be doing a rug pull. I think if he was going to do a rug pull, they probably would have done it already when his coin was worth a ridiculous amount. But I think trying to make this a long, sustainable thing is a better business model for him. So I don't think he's going to go and just burn his entire YouTube career that he's had over trying to do some messing around. He's just trying to figure out ways to optimize it. And, you know, he has the store, BC/PC store, which I think works. But I think running this pool might wind up being the most successful thing they've done, as long as it looks like Warthog winds up being like the coin, which in my mind it looks like it is. Even without him deciding he wanted to go into Warthog, this is the one I would have thought it's the only coin I was interested in mining, because let's see here. Let me close all of these out here so I'm not bouncing back and forth between too many. Because if we look on here, let's go GPU calculator. What do I like to do here? Let's do 3 of these and 5 of these. Oh, that's not 5. So I'll do 339, 340 90s, and 530 70s, because I think it's a good average way to look at what I have. 15 cents per kilowatt hour. See if anything's good to mine, because it should show me like efficiency really well. Can I make any money mining anything efficiently? And if we look in here, the top number 1 says no. So I think Warthog is the only thing right now you can mine where you can actually make money on it. I don't know if it's necessarily profitable today, but I think the coin is a little bit undervalued. I do think if we do see a legitimate bull run, I think that's going to be the one we're really going to see really run and move, that actually has stuff behind it. So they can't show you Warthog in here because it's too complicated, because it's not just the GPU. You have to see the GPU with the CPU mixed together. So, but yeah, I like Warthog. I like Salad. I like what Brandon Cohen's doing. Those are kind of my thoughts. I think I put everything in there pretty concise, as much as I can, as straightforward and openly as I can, like exactly what am I doing and how am I doing it. Yeah, if you like the video, like button, subscribe, come on back. I'll make more content. In 2 days will definitely be a lot more interesting to see what I decide to do and how I decide to work it going forward from there to optimize out what I'm doing. I don't really want to be paying a ton of electric out of pocket when the whole point of doing Salad is just to be profitable and to be paying basically nothing out of pocket. But I might be able to start mix and matching some of it up. You know, I guess if I just take all of my Salad earnings to offset spec mining in Warthog, maybe I'll have to figure it out, see what it looks like. Rerun the numbers in a couple of days and see what it looks like. So, but for now, this is what I'm doing. 10 machines on Salad, making the money on that. Salad is definitely being super profitable and doing a little bit of the spec mining right now in the Warthog with the Jellyfish. I did make a video on how to do that if you want to figure out how to do. It's not technically dual mining. You're just mining on the Warthog. You're mining Warthog on the Jellyfish pool, and they're paying you Jellyfish out as a bonus for using their pool. So I think is a pretty cool way to do it. It's a cool way to get people onto your pool, build their ecosystem out more too. Like, I'm excited to see what they do with their ecosystem. Not being too shy about how I'm excited about it. So that's kind of what I got going on in as best detail as I can put it. I don't think I got anything else. So if you like the video, like button, subscribe, come back and leave comments down below. I don't think there are any comments from the previous videos really to address. If there do wind up being a bunch of comments from this, I may look back at the other 2 videos I did like 2 days ago on the how to mine it and being back from vacation, and I may do a response to comment video if there's a whole bunch in there. If there's a bunch of comments on this, I'll do a video like that, and then we'll do all that. If not, yeah, that's the video. Like button, subscribe, come on back. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.